皆様ご着席くださいませ。Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for your participation to a roadshow on celebrating India-Japan Next Generation Economic Partnership Focus Chubu Region today. 皆様、本日はインド・日本次世代経済パートナーシップフォーラムにご集まりいただきまして誠にありがとうございます。Before we start today's formal program, we will have a presentation by Invest India. 本日の公式プログラムが始まる前に、Invest India よりプレゼンテーションをいただきます。お手元のアジェンダと順番が前後いたしますが、ご了承くださいませ。May I request Mr. Rishi Raj, President, Invest India, to make a presentation on India opportunities.Invest India Vice President リシ・ラジ様よりインドでの機会についてご講演いただきます。
Hello. Hello everybody. Konnichiwa.
Hello.
Okay.Hello, I'm Rishi. I lead the country's team at Invest India, which is part of Ministry of Commerce under DPIIT. So today I'm here to share India Advantage in this platform, which is clearly a very important one. So to all our friends from Chukrin and Nagoya Chambers of Commerce and Industry, konnichiwa again, and thank you for being here.So India opportunity, I want to talk to you why India really represents the most compelling opportunities for you and for the world today, and specifically why India-Japan partnership is the most important and at a stage which is most consequential today. The deck together brings country statistics, the most important ones.And really on-the-ground infrastructure-related developments that make India a very natural long-term partnership market for yourselves. Okay, so let me start with where India stands today. What you see on the slide here, and all of you have closer proximity your sections.So India is now amongst the top leading markets in the world when it comes to GDP of $4 trillion plus. Its population is 1.4 billion from an overall, I would say, consumer attractiveness standpoint. This growth is actually broad-based. When I say broad-based, about cross-section of sectors and the whole geography of India.To give an example, when it comes to our effort to drive competitiveness, we've done in the past few years about 47,000 compliances, I would say elimination, which means we have reduced by cutting them down for bringing ease of doing business. And the evidence there is we've been able to attract a good $94.3 billion of foreign direct investment in the country of India last year. So that's been the highest till now. So that clearly evidences how we've been able to cut out issues on compliances, which in a way restrict businesses from ease of doing business perspective. Couple of other statistics. Our innovation engine is really accelerating. India has climbed up from, I would say, 81 to 38 in the Global Innovation Index. And this is very, very evident from the 100,000 plus patents that we've actually been able to, I would say, file. And we've been able to protect those patents as well. That's also equally important. So all of this is very important. And from the consumer perspective, we are probably the second largest mobile consumer or mobile user base as well. Again, very important when it comes to technology, digital, AI, and adoptions. Our infrastructure manufacturing, beyond AI and technology, we have the world's second largest road network today. 25 plus $0.1 billion of performance linked incentives is what we are providing. And that's really helped create 1.4 million plus jobs for everybody. Now, sustainability perspective, which is also a very important subject. India has actually been able to install 320 gigawatt of capacity on the non-fossil front of the total of 550 plus. We're actually looking to gear this further up so that the non-fossil clean energy capacity can ramp up in the country. Now, from a growth perspective, what are the real catalysts when it comes from a government standpoint? And I'll probably quickly just touch upon a few of them, right? So all of what has happened from an FDI perspective has not happened just by accident. It's a result of sustained and deliberate reform from the government of India, right? The next generation GST reforms that have really boosted consumption, economic activity, created more money in the hands of consumers, are really driving spending capacity. PLI schemes I just spoke about have really driven sharp increase as well and contributing to the wallet at hand. And mostly, I would also mention what you see at the bottom, which is Jan Vishwas Act, which is very important to everybody when it comes to business, is actually about decriminalization of over 717 provisions across 19 central acts, which means if there is a challenge, there's no criminal act which gets implemented. It's actually civil-related acts or civil-related, I would say, actions that take place. So this is very, very big move, again, over a phased manner to help businesses become most prosperous, for foreign nationals to come to India and set up their businesses. In summary, the key takeaway here is the country is driving growth and investor confidence. Very important. We are all in Japan right now, so it's important to speak about Japan and its contribution and its the corridor from a Japan-India perspective. Where does it stand? So what you see here is statistics from an India-Japan perspective. So Japan is currently India's 5th largest source of FDI. The cumulative inflow has been $48.14 billion in the last 25, 26 odd years. You can see the trajectory in this chart, and there's certain more details. You would see some spikes at different points in time. So you particularly around 2009 financial year, that's primarily driven by the entity Tata and Daiichi Sankyo Ranbaxy deal, which is the spurt that you see in 2009. Right, you see a dip in 2011-12. That's actually a contributor from the Fukushima earthquake disruption from a supply chain standpoint. So all of you would know that better. So some of these statistics we look to track and see how we're progressing. From a perspective of companies, Japanese companies, about 1,400 companies are registered, plus actually have crossed, I think, 1,500 now. And from a JBIC survey standpoint, which is your body, India has been named the most promising long-term investment destination, ranked number 1. Key sectors, automotive, drug, pharmaceutical, metallurgical industry together account for roughly 55% of cumulative Japanese FDI in India. Moving ahead. This will be a very familiar slide, a picture all of you would have seen. So this is about the 16th India-Japan Annual Summit, which was held on July 2nd, 2026. Now, this ambition really reaffirms which is just last month, right, on commitment between the two corridors. The focus of areas here have been again investment around high-speed rail, advanced technology, defense cooperation, and a shared vision for a free and open Indo-Pacific trade and investments. From an overall standpoint, the summit level continuity year after year is exactly what gives investor confidence. And this partnership is really durable with the support of both sides. Now, coming to the commitment of Japan around $10 trillion investment in India, which is approximately about $68 billion. Again, this is further building onto the summit which happened last. And Takaichi-san kind of reaffirmed it. So thank you from that angle. Again, the focus sectors have been mentioned here. They actually 8, they could be merged into 7. AI and technology can be as 1. What's really notable in this broader, I would say, coordination and pace of delivery is we've moved from a 10-year investment vision, which was announced since 2025, to concrete execution, which is already underway. And all of this visit is also a part of that commitment, right? And in that particular July 2nd, 2026, around 29 MOUs, to be precise, were signed, right? Now, this is not just a target on paper. It's translating now through these visits, meetings, into real bilateral commercial activity for all of us to work together. Again, I did speak about JBIC and the statistics. So this is how it ranks. What you see here, India last in 2024 was 58.7% from a, I would say, medium-term standpoint. When it comes to investment commitment and interest, it's gone up to 61.8, again, standing number 1, right? And we've moved, again, from overall perspective, this really shows promise between the two countries and how much Japanese companies and yourselves have greater confidence on us, and we are gradually trying to build more and more trust with yourselves. Business environment, right, which is really helping or will help Japanese companies, is what we've presented here. A lot of details, but I'll just run through a few, right? And I must say, none of this works without institutional support, which is government, financial institutions, companies, all of that. So, let me just quickly walk you through a couple of these points. Firstly, the India-Japan Industrial Competitiveness Partnership, which is between the ministry body, DPIIT, METI, and the memorandum of, I would say, cooperation from 2021, around 12 joint working groups have actually come into action, connecting Japanese industries directly with Indian ministries across steel, electronics, MSME, logistics, and more. From a fast track mechanism, which is another mechanism that helps taking inputs of companies and expediting the issues, solving them. That's been done by the same body, plus the Embassy of Japan. 7 meetings have already been held, the most recent being in March 2026, and 21 priority issues have actually been discussed in this year alone. Third is the Japan Plus Desk, a dedicated DPIIT facilitation cell since 2014, a very important one, which becomes a very single point of contact. And this is a lot of what we would like to present. I'll quickly jump to a quick view on the industrial parks that we have here, specifically for Japanese industrial townships, not done for other countries. So again, the commitment of India to yourselves. Very quickly about Invest India, this is how we facilitate. We've got the Honorable Minister coming over, so I'll be very quick. In summary, we are a promotion body and facilitation body which looks to bring investments, and we start from awareness building, go right up to investment landing and aftercare, taking care of your needs. Finally, last slide, couple of seconds. I'm sure you will be familiar with a lot of these names, all Japanese clients. We've supported them around business advisory, state facilitation, regulatory resolution. In fact, Denzo, I think, is from the Aichi prefecture as well. So each of them, NIDEC, we've taken, again, help them from facilitation standpoint. So a lot of successes, and we would encourage you to engage with all of us together and really look forward to working together, seeing how we can build this journey together. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you very much for your presentation, Mr. Rishi Raj. Distinguished guests, I have a pleasure to announce the presence of Honorable Commerce and Industry Minister of India, Shri Piyush Goyal, among us. 皆様、インド商工大臣ピューシュ・ゴヤル閣下をお迎えいたしております。Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the roadshow on celebrating India-Japan Next Generation Economic Partnership Focus Chubu Region. ただいまより、インド・日本次世代経済パートナーシップフォーラムを開会いたします。To begin, may I invite Her Excellency Ms. Naguma Mohammed Malik, Ambassador of India to Japan, to deliver the inaugural remarks. まずはじめに、駐日インド大使、ナグマ・モハメド・マリック閣下よりご挨拶をいただきます。
Shri Piyush Goyalji, the Honorable Minister for Commerce and Industry of India, the Honorable Governor of Aichi Prefecture will be joining shortly. He's not here yet. Ms. Yasuyo Fukiage, Deputy Mayor of the city of Nagoya. Mr. Satoshi Miura, the DG of Chubu Bureau of Economy, Trade and Industry. Welcome. Mr. Satoru Katsuno, Chairman, Central Japan Economic Federation. Distinguished members of the delegation, Minasama konnichiwa, namaste, welcome. It's always a pleasure to be here in Nagoya, in Aichi Prefecture, in the very heart of Japan's industrial success, its manufacturing, its best practices. And today it's our great honor to welcome Shri Piyush Goyalji, the Honorable Minister for Commerce and Industry, and the distinguished business delegation that has accompanied him to Japan, and they are here. A large number of them are here in Nagoya, in the industrial heartland of Japan. Your presence here, sir, reflects the importance both our countries attach to strengthening economic ties and creating new opportunities for business, investment, and innovation. This region is called Chubu, and Chubu is renowned for its world-class industries and its innovative SMEs in automotive, aerospace, robotics, advanced manufacturing, and precision engineering. Chubu really embodies Japan's well-known tradition of monozukuri, or manufacturing excellence. Friends, Japan and India have built one of their strongest economic partnerships around manufacturing, technology, and industrial cooperation. Many of the companies represented here today have been long-standing partners in India's development journey. India sees Japanese SMEs as indispensable partners in the next phase of our joint economic relationship. We've been working with METI and JETRO to unlock new SME synergies through strategic localization, robust supplier ecosystems, and joint manufacturing in India for the world. At the recent summit held between our prime ministers last month in Delhi, the leaders reaffirmed our shared commitment to advancing bilateral economic ties. They also appreciated the steady progress in mobilizing 10 trillion yen in private investment into India over the next decade that was agreed in the 15th summit last year. I'm really delighted that the Honorable Minister for Commerce and Industry is visiting Japan on the heels of this very successful summit. The minister's delegation, of which he will tell you a little bit more, he is accompanied by a 200 plus member Indian business delegation, many of whom are present here today as well. Following the seminar, there will be an opportunity for Indian and Japanese companies to interact directly. We will have, I think, over an hour for that networking, and I would really urge the Indian delegates in particular to take advantage of being here in Chubu and to really see for themselves the smarts on offer, there are investment opportunities. This is the city that will be hosting the Asian Games very shortly. On the 18th of September, the Asian Games will begin, and Nagoya and Aichi Prefecture, the larger prefecture that the city is located in, will welcome a 500 strong Indian delegation. So it's an important, it's going to be the site for a very important meeting of minds. So I encourage all the Indian delegates to utilize this time well. I'm confident that today's interaction will help translate the enormous goodwill between India and the Chubu region into new investments and new technologies. So with these words, some of us from the embassy will, of course, be here again for the Asian Games, but some will not be. The minister, it's a very, very special occasion for us that we are welcoming the minister here. So with these words, I once again warmly welcome the Honorable Minister, Shri Piyush Goyalji, and all his distinguished accompanying delegation. Once again, I welcome them to the Nagoya Roadshow for investment and economic cooperation. And I welcome you all. I look forward to a very fruitful discussion indeed. Thank you very much. Namaskar. Arigato gozaimasu.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for your remarks.
続きまして、中部経済連合会会長の水沢よりご挨拶をいただきます。Next, may I invite Mr. Satoru Katsuno, Chairman of the Central Japan Economic Federation, to deliver the opening remarks.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Katsuno. I'm chair of the Central Japan Economic Federation. It's a great honor and a privilege to welcome His Excellency Piyush Goyal, Minister of Commerce and Industry of the Government of India, and to hold the India-Japan Next Generation Economic Partnership Forum here today. I would like to extend my sincere appreciation to His Excellency Mr. Goyal and Her Excellency Ms. Naguma Muhammad Malik, Ambassador of India to Japan, and all the representatives of the Government of India, Indian companies and organizations, as well as companies, related institutions, government bodies from Chubu region for joining us today. Today's forum has been organized with the aim of further developing economic and industrial cooperation between the Chubu region and India, and through discussion on investment partnership, industrial cooperation, technological collaboration, and the development of resilient supply chains, we hope to create new business opportunities and foster concrete partnership. The Chubu region is home to one of the world's leading concentrations of manufacturing industries, including automobiles, aerospace, and machine tools. In recent years, in addition to promoting GX and DX, we have also focused on developing semiconductor industry, which form a foundation for the next generation industries, and industry, academia, and the government are working together to strengthen the region's competitiveness. Meanwhile, India is one of the world's most dynamic growth markets, continuing to achieve strong economic growth. Under the Modi administration, initiatives such as Make in India have promoted the development of manufacturing and semiconductor industries, as well as investment in electric vehicles and renewable energy. As a result, India's presence in the global economy is becoming ever more significant. India's growth and the Chubu's region's strong manufacturing base are highly complementary, and we see significant potential for cooperation in areas such as automobiles and mobility, semiconductors, and the environment and energy, and advanced manufacturing technologies. The Central Japan Economic Federation, under our midterm activity Action 2030, we're working to advance and diversify industries, enhance human resources and ways of working, and create attractive and vibrant local communities. In particular, we place great importance on creating new value by combining manufacturing technologies with digital technology, design, art, and the field through open innovation. We have high expectation that new innovation will emerge by bringing together the Chubu's region's manufacturing capabilities with India's digital technology, abundant talent, and dynamism of its startup ecosystem. In closing, I sincerely hope that today's forum will be fruitful for all participants and will serve as an opportunity to further advance the economic and industrial partnership between the Chubu region and India. With these words, I would like to conclude my remark. Thank you very much.
勝野会長、ありがとうございました。Next, may I invite Mr. Jalal Dani, Chair, Committee on Drones, Federation of Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry. 続きまして、インド商工会連合所ドローンコミティ議長ジャラル・ダニ様よりご挨拶をいただきます。
Namaste, konnichiwa. I extend a warm welcome to the Honorable Commerce and Industry Minister, Government of India, His Excellency Mr. Piyush Goyal, His Excellency Ms. Nagma Mohammad Malik, Ambassador of India to Japan, Mr. Satoru Katsuno, Chairman, Central Japan Economic Federation, Mr. Satoshi Miura, Director General, Central Japan Bureau, MITI, Ms. Fasuyo Fukikaki, Deputy Mayor, City of Nagoya. It's a pleasure to be in Nagoya and to engage with the leadership and members of Chukuro and Nagoya Chamber of Commerce and Industry. I would like to thank our Japanese partners for convening this important interaction and for their continued efforts to strengthen India-Japan business and investment ties. The scale of our engagement today reflects the growing importance that Indian industry attaches to Japan. Under the leadership of Shri Piyush Goyal, the Honorable Minister of Commerce and Industry, Government of India, FICCI, with the support of other leading industry associations, has brought more than 200 prominent Indian business leaders to Japan. The delegation represents a broad cross-section of India's economy, including automotive and auto components, manufacturing, engineering, technology, startups, chemicals, pharmaceuticals, and life sciences, and other emerging industries. We are here with a clear business objective: to identify investment opportunities, build technology and manufacturing partnerships, strengthen supply chain linkages, and create concrete commercial outcomes. Nagoya is an especially important destination for this engagement because of the scale and depth of its industrial ecosystem. The Nagoya metropolitan area accounts for around 20% of Japan's manufactured goods shipment value, despite representing only 9% of the national population. This concentration of manufacturing capability, specialized suppliers, engineering expertise, and globally competitive companies makes Nagoya a natural partner for India as we expand our own industrial and manufacturing capabilities. What makes the opportunity particularly compelling is the complementarity between Nagoya and India. Nagoya brings world class strengths in automobiles, precision engineering, machinery, robotics, aerospace, and advanced manufacturing, while India offers scale, a large and growing market, engineering talent, a dynamic startup ecosystem, and an expanding manufacturing base. Our objective is to connect these strengths and translate them into investment and technology partnerships, joint production, stronger supply chains, and globally competitive businesses. For Nagoya companies, the proposition is clear. India can be both a major market and a global manufacturing platform. Companies can establish production in India to serve domestic demand while leveraging India's growing capabilities to serve international markets. We therefore encourage businesses to view India as a long term strategic investment destination rather than simply an export market. Automotive and mobility is a natural area for deeper Nagoya India collaboration. India has a large and expanding automotive market and is rapidly evolving towards electric vehicles, advanced batteries, connected mobility, automotive electronics, and alternate energy technologies. Nagoya's strength in automotive manufacturing, components, precision and engineering, and production systems are highly complementary to India's scale, engineering talent, and expanding supplier base. Beyond automotive, there is considerable potential in machinery, robotics, factory automation, aerospace, electronics, precision engineering, and advanced materials. India's expanding industrial base is generating significant demand for advanced equipment and manufacturing technologies. There is particularly strong potential to combine Japan's expertise in robotics, automation, and precision manufacturing with India's capabilities in AI, software, digital technologies, and engineering. Collaboration in smart factories, industrial AI, predictive maintenance, digital production systems, and intelligent supply chains can create solutions with global relevance. We should also place greater emphasis on SME to SME partnerships. Nagoya's industrial strength is supported by highly specialized SMEs with capabilities in components, toolings, machinery, materials, and precision manufacturing. India similarly has a large and increasingly capable MSME base seeking technology investment and access to global value chains. There is significant potential for joint ventures, technology partnerships, supplier development, contract ventures, and co development. FICCI would be pleased to help identify suitable Indian partners and facilitate focused business engagement. Nagoya and India bring highly complementary strengths. Nagoya offers manufacturing excellence, precision technology, and global competitive industrial companies. India offers scale, talent, and a growing market. We stand ready to work with all of you in this room to facilitate these connections and take forward specific opportunities emerging from today's interaction. Let us make today's engagement the starting point for specific projects, investments, and partnerships, not simply another business dialogue. The opportunity before us is substantial. Our objective should be to convert it into action and build a stronger, more ambitious Nagoya India economic partnership. Arigato gozaimasu. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your remarks. 続きまして、経済産業省中部経済産業局長、三浦聡様よりご挨拶をいただきます。We will now hear guest remarks from Mr. Satoshi Miura, Director General of the Chubu Bureau of Economy, Trade and Industry.
Thank you for introduction. I'm Miura, Director General of Chubu Japan Bureau of METI. His Excellency Piyush Goyal, Minister of Commerce and Industry, Her Excellency Nagumo Mohan Merrick, the Indian Fiji and the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Embassy of India, and the representative of the industrial community. Welcome to this region. Together with the representatives of this region's industry, we are very much pleased to welcome His Excellency Minister Goyal and the Ambassador Merrick, Her Excellency. As was introduced in July, Japan-India summit meeting was held where the PM Takaichi and the PM Modi confirmed the agreement in the security, energy, AI, and other advanced technology and the economic, the security, the enhancing the bilateral countries. India's equipped with the high growth and the highly skilled talents is becoming even more the important partners, and not only major industries but the SMEs are interested in India. Among such circumstances, the Chubu leveraging on the strengths of the accumulation of the manufacturing industry, automotive, aerospace, machinery, semiconductor, and others. Our bureau, under the framework of GNI, collaborating with JETRO, financial institutions, and universities, have been supporting our regional unity industries. Next month, toward the further participation in the semiconductor industries and the active utilization of the highly skilled talents. We are going to dispatch the mission to the India. The relation between the local government, economic association, and the financial institution is becoming more active. I understand there is a networking, the opportunity after the forum. Taking this opportunity, I hope that the networking and the relation will be further enhanced. Lastly, I wishing Chubu India Economic Exchange on the occasion of His Excellency's Minister Goyal's visit and a fruitful forum today, leading to the creation of a new business collaboration. Thank you for your attention.
三浦局長、ありがとうございました。続きまして、名古屋市副市長、吹上康代様よりご挨拶をいただきます。
We are honored to hear a remark from Ms. Yasuo Fukiage, Mayor of the City of Nagoya.
Good afternoon. My name is Yasuo Fukiage, Deputy Mayor of the City of Nagoya. It's my great pleasure to extend my heartfelt congratulations on the grand opening of the India-Japan Next Generation Economic Partnership Forum today. And I would like to express my deepest respect and appreciation to the Embassy of India, Japan, and the Central Japan Economic Federation, and all other parties who have worked so diligently to make this forum possible. And I would like to extend my warm welcome to the guests from India, including His Excellency Piyush Goyal, Minister of Commerce and Industry. Now, India is playing an increasingly prominent role in global economy, supported by abundant human resources and strong growth potential. Last month, Japan-India Joint Economic Forum was held, as being introduced by Mr. Miura in New Delhi, in the presence of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Prime Minister Sanae Takeuchi. More than 150 Japanese companies and over 80 Indian companies participated, and 129 cooperation initiatives were announced, and the economic exchange between Japan and India are thus becoming increasingly active. And the economic exchange between India and our region have also been steadily expanding. In August last year, I actually went to India with Mayor Hirosawa together, and then with the representative of Central Japan Economic Federation and University and the financial institutions. During the visit, a joint statement on promoting economic exchange was signed among the city of Nagoya, the Department of Industry and Commerce of the state of Karnataka, and the city of Bengaluru. And in addition, many Indian startup companies participate at Tech Gala Nagoya Technology Festival held in February. And as Mr. Miura has mentioned, next month we are planning to visit universities in India together with 7 companies from Nagoya and hold a joint company information session organized by the city of Nagoya in Hyderabad and Bengaluru. In these activities, we'd like to deepen economic exchange between India and the Nagoya region to create a new business opportunity. We hope that today's forum will become a productive place to exchange information and also a driving force to further promote collaboration between Japan and India. I will conclude my speech by wishing your further health and prosperity in the future. Thank you very much for your kind attention. Again, congratulations on this great opening. Thank you.
吹上副市長、ありがとうございました。Now we will show you a video on opportunities at India. 続きまして、インドでの機会についてのビデオを上映いたします。皆様、スクリーンをご覧くださいませ。
The India Advantage, where growth meets opportunity. A nation transforming at a scale few have witnessed, and even fewer have matched. With the GDP growth of 7.7% in the financial year 2025 to 2026, India today stands as the world's 4th largest economy. With a $4 trillion GDP and over $1 trillion in FDI inflows since 2000. It is the fastest growing major economy and the world's 3rd largest startup ecosystem, driving a $1 trillion digital economy by 2026, and home to more than 150,000 innovators, entrepreneurs, and changemakers. A market of 1.4 billion people, young, skilled, and digitally empowered. Production-linked incentive schemes across 14 key sectors, combined with continuous reforms to improve the ease of doing business, are positioning India as a global manufacturing hub. From chemicals and food processing to textiles and technology, every sector tells the same story: growth, scale, and resilience. And Invest India supports this growth at every step of the way. As the National Investment Promotion and Facilitation Agency, we drive impact through investor targeting, investment promotion, market intelligence, policy navigation, strategic advisory, investor aftercare. We help global businesses navigate opportunities, establish operations, and expand across India's most dynamic sectors. If you are looking to invest in India, reach out to Invest India at contact@investindia.org.in. Because India is not just a destination, it's your next big move. Come, invest and grow with India.
We will now move to the keynote remarks of today's program. それでは本日のハイライトとなります基調講演に移ります。It is our great honor and privilege to welcome His Excellency Shri Piyush Goyal, Honorable Commerce and Industry Minister of the Government of India. ご登壇いただきますのは、インド政府商工大臣ピユーシュ・ゴヤル閣下です。Minister Goyal is a key role in advancing India's trade and industrial policy and strengthening India's economic engagement with partners around the world. ゴヤル大臣は、インドの貿易産業政策を担い、インドの国際的な経済連携の強化に取り組んでおられます。May I request His Excellency, Honorable Minister, for keynote remarks.
Her Excellency, Ambassador of India to Japan, Ms. Nagma Malik, the Deputy Mayor of the city of Nagoya, Ms. Yasuyo Fukiage, the Director General, Mr. Satoshi Miura, the Chairman, Mr. Satoru Katsuno, Mr. Jaladani, distinguished members of Chukeren, NCCI, and other co-organizers, business leaders from Japan, members of the delegation from India who have accompanied me, friends from the media, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to all of you. Namaskar. When this country, Japan, was rebuilding, the business leaders of Japan did not wait for better times. They created them. In central Japan, they founded Chukeren in 1951. 75 years later, nearly 800 enterprises carry that same resolve. Besides, we have NCCI, which is 145 years old. They have 17,000 members, one of the oldest chambers of commerce in Japan. India has watched Japan's journey with admiration, from reconstruction to global leadership, but not on shortcuts, focused on monozukuri, that is, the discipline of making things exceptionally well. Central Japan's strength is depth, not merely scale. Japan's manufacturing genius is measured in factories, in supply chains, and in generations of skilled hands. Friends, last month, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Prime Minister Takaichi held our 16th annual summit in New Delhi and adopted a historic joint declaration on economic security, covering shared interests in the field of semiconductors, artificial intelligence, critical minerals, clean energy, pharmaceuticals, shipbuilding, amongst others. They also had a deep focus on strengthening business-to-business connect. They were very much focused on working towards trusted supply chains between Japan and India. Our leaders also reaffirmed the 10 trillion yen investment commitment that was made by Japan for investments in infrastructure, in manufacturing, in businesses, in startups in India. And I'm happy to share with you that the process has kick-started extremely well, with several large investments having already fructified in the last few months. And Prime Minister Modi gave an even sharper mandate of doubling the number of Japanese companies operating and working in India. I have come to Japan with the largest ever delegation that has left from India. More than 200 business persons of significance who, over the last 3 days in Tokyo, met Kedenran, met several business leaders, had engagement with the leadership of large corporations in Japan. I myself had the good fortune of engaging with Japanese businesses, both individually and in several industry engagements. I had a very good meeting with Minister Akazawa, my counterpart. We had a very good roundtable with the startups of Japan and India, including investors. I met with several of the largest trading houses, banks, and technology firms, and held engagement with sectors like mobility, capital goods, semiconductors, and AI. And I'm privileged today to be in Nagoya with a large part of my delegation to interact with all of you, ladies and gentlemen, well-wishers of the Japan-India partnership. And what I find in my visit to Japan is not hesitation, but impatience. Impatience of a good kind. Everyone is asking the same question: how quickly can we begin? Friends, India is the world's fastest growing large economy today. We just saw the last year's growth of 7.7%. The current year will continue that rapid pace of growth, and we expect the next 20-25 years of continuous growth in India, leading the global growth as a growth engine. For the fourth consecutive year, JBIC's own survey ranks India the most promising destination for Japanese businesses. It has not happened by chance. It is the result of consistent reform. It is the result of our effort to promote ease of doing business. I'm happy to warmly welcome His Excellency Governor Mr. Hideki Omura, the Honorable Governor of the Aichi Prefecture. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us. India is focused on reform. We have removed over 40,000 compliances, repealed more than 1,500 obsolete laws. We are turning regulation from what was earlier considered prohibited unless permitted into permitted unless prohibited. And we are ensuring that the journey of businesses to India is seamless. Invest India and our own ministry handholds businesses and investors in their journey in India. Our own businesses are very welcoming, whether as partners, collaborators, working together with Japanese businesses. We are confident that the India growth story will write a new chapter in the years to come. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has applied to India's economic DNA the same philosophy that Japan taught the world: Kaizen, continuous improvement. And you already know that this works. 3 decades ago, Toyota entered India with quiet caution. Today, this region's engineering runs through nearly every Indian highway. Motorcycles manufactured in India by Kawasaki, Yamaha, and Honda are today being exported to markets around the world. Every company in this room can write that story again in semiconductors, precision engineering, machinery, equipment, chemicals, clean energy, and medical technology. Chairman Katsuno, your Action 2030 priorities, digital transformation, green transformation, and artificial intelligence align almost exactly with ours. India's semiconductor market is projected to reach nearly $150 billion domestic demand in India within 5 years, given the rapid increase in demand for automobiles, for white goods, for defense equipment, every sector that requires significant number of semiconductor chips and other electronic equipment. We see India as one of the most compelling destinations for data centers, given the large size of India's grid. Our electricity grid is already 520 gigawatt single grid on one frequency across the country, with nearly 60%, 300 gigawatt of clean energy, and expected to grow in the next 7 to 8 years into 1,000 gigawatt grid with 700 gigawatt of clean energy. We are able to offer data at a price which is only 5% of the cost of data in Japan. Only 5%. We are today the world's largest consumer of data, with 1 billion internet users and the second largest number of ChatGPT users in India. Friends, the large pool of talent, the scale of business, the domestic demand that 1.4 billion Indians generate, and the collective commitment of our country, of the people of our country, to grow from a $4 trillion economy today to a $30 trillion economy by 2047 drives young India to aspire for more, to aspire for a better quality of life. Our average age is only 30 years, 29 years. As Prime Minister Narendra Modi told our business leaders in Delhi, and I quote, "I envision a world where Japan's technology and India's market potential come together to provide the world with resilient supply chains in semiconductors, pharmaceuticals, and critical minerals." Semiconductors and AI are 2 areas where India and Japan can jointly lead the world. Your materials, equipment, and standards are design, talent, scale, and market. Let me conclude by making 4 specific requests. 1, to Chukeren, bring your SMEs into our Japanese industrial townships along our new industrial corridors. Let Central Japan Vision 2050 write its next story in India. Two, to NCCI, your sister chamber network today reaches Los Angeles, Mexico City, Sydney, Lille, and Torino, but does not have any Indian address. Let us correct that this year. Send your investment survey mission to India and explore the possibilities there. 3, Deputy Mayor, while we welcome the visit of your 7 businesses coming to Bengaluru next month, we would like you to explore Nagoya's partnership, potentially with Bengaluru, with Mumbai, with Rajkot, with Pune, with Ludhiana. We have so many different industrial powerhouses. We'd love to invite you for promoting industry, manufacturing, providing services, helping us in skilling. We also want to train our children in Japanese language and culture. Prime Minister Sanae had mentioned that Japan is looking for 300,000 young Indians to come and support economic growth in Japan. We stand ready to fulfill that request. 4, tell us your concerns. Japan Business Week is bringing senior officials directly across the table from you to hear your concerns and act on them. Japan has given the world another idea that we cherish in India: Ikigai. Ikigai, that is a sense of purpose in life. For a generation of young Indians, that purpose is the chance to build something that lasts. Bring them your technology, your standards. We will meet you with our scale, talent, and commitment. So, friends, let me close with the words of a company founded in this very prefecture, Toyota, whose tagline is, "Let's go places." Namaskar, Dhanyavad. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to visit you and to share with you some of my thoughts. I invite all of you to India. I promise you a good cuisine, a warm welcome and hospitality, and a commitment for the shared prosperity of the people and businesses of Nagoya with our own businesses and Indians. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, His Excellency, for your valuable keynote remarks. ここで愛知県知事大村秀明様よりご挨拶をいただきます。We will now hear guest remarks from His Excellency Mr. Hideaki Omura, Honorable Governor of Aichi Prefecture.
Good afternoon, everybody. I am Governor Omura of Aichi Prefecture. His Excellency Piyush Goyal, Minister of Commerce and Industry, and Her Excellency Ambassador Malik, the distinguished delegate. Welcome to Aichi. I'd like to extend my heartiest welcome to you all. For today, the India-Japan Next Generation Economic Partnership, the forum is, convened by the Chubu Economic Federation and the Indian Embassy, and I congratulate this successful, the convention of the excellent program. The India has close to 1.5 billion population, continuing the strong growth and producing the highly skilled talents in IT sector and other advanced technology. In IT prefecture, about 140 companies, they are, they operating, in IT prefectures, there are about 140 companies operating in, the India today. In the Ministry of Commerce and Industry in Niger in 2016, IT prefecture desk was set up offering various support to the IT industries trying to invest and operate in India. And I'm appreciative of the support by the Ministry of Commerce and Industries. Well, our the manufacturers goods shipment value is the number one in Japan for 48 consecutive years, and in order to create the innovation driven by the startups, we established Japan's largest startup facility, Startup AI, in October 2024. About 730 startups of Japan and the outside Japan are utilizing them. Partner in the companies, about 390 companies are also, utilizing the facilities. 1,120, the companies or organizations, in total are now, they residing in the facilities. There are 2 Indian startups among them. So we would like to, further, accelerate this, the innovation and startups. In September, October, we are going to host Asian Games and Asian Para Games, and I understand that, the many delegates or the athletes from the India are being dispatched, and I'm very much looking forward to welcome them. There are more than 43, items or the games, in the Asian games, like Indian traditional, the sports, cricket. IT prefecture, they constructed the new cricket field and trying to, they make the better, the environment. I understand that the star, the athletes of the cricket, the players are coming from India. I understand that, in order to see them to play, the people from around the world is coming to Aichi. Hockey also is to be, done in Kagamihara, in the, the suburbs of the, the Aichi. There is also the elimination round of the Olympic Games. Of course, Japan has a strong team, but India, Pakistan, are very, strong and formidable. They are sending their top of the, the athlete teams for this elimination round, and we are, expecting the very competitive, the matches. And kabaddi, which is the special, the games, I understand that most of the ticket for the kabaddi games are already sold. There maybe a few left. So if you are interested in kabaddi, please visit Tokai City. So there are many the topics and the expectations for the Asian Games and Asian Paralympic Games, and also in 2027 ADV's the annual the general meetings are held, and also the World Skills Competition is to be held in Aichi Prefecture in 2028, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of the delegates from the Indian on those occasions as well. I'm expecting many participants from India, leading a further exchange between people of India and Japan. Through the film today, hoping and wishing the further strengthening of the industrial ties between the our two countries. Thank you very much for the very successful convention of the seminar today. Thank you.
以上をもちまして本日のプログ
Thank you very much, Governor Omura.
ラムプログラム of today's event。大村知事は公務により退出いたします。Mr. Goyer, Governor Omura will leave the venue to attend official engagement. I request our audience to remain seated. この後、ネットワーキングを開催いたします。We will now proceed to the networking session. ぜひこの機会にインドと日本、そして中部地域のビジネス関係者の皆様との交流を深めていただければと思います。We hope you will take this opportunity to connect with fellow participants and deepen business relationships between India, Japan, and the Chubu region.